Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we're just doing a quick review today of everybody's favorite Cobra Trooper, Cobra Commander's #1 guy, Steve. And as you can tell, this is Steve in his running change blue uniform. All kidding aside, this is the Dollar General G.I. Joe assortment. If you remember, these were figures that were released into Dollar General stores earlier this year, and they had a running change where some of the colors were altered, um, and the Cobra Trooper was one of them. He went from an all-black uniform to a blue uniform, as you can see right here. Now, we on What's on Joe Mind, we recently had a guest who was on and explained the difference between variant and running change. A variant is basically two figures released at the same time but in a certain ratio. A good example of that is the currently available Marvel Universe Cloak and Dagger. They are basically released as like the Marvel Guardians or Marvel Night Guardians or something. But in one package you will have Cloak, and in the other package you will have Dagger. And it's, I believe, a 1-to-1 ratio. So Hasbro's being nice there. A running change is basically when it's the same production run of the figure, and it's just a color changes over time. Technically, these were all Wave 1 figures, so halfway through, or I really don't know the timeline through, it was decided to change the color of these figures. Now, you might say, oh, well, it's the traditional Cobra Trooper coloring. Not so. And I have to give a big debt of credit to my good friend Justin Bell, who explained this in his review of the figure. In the very early 80s, right when the G.I. Joe line was released, you had a commercials done for it. Well, the animation in those commercials showed a Cobra Trooper with the yellow web gear as such, with blue gloves, not the traditional black that I think some of the figures came with. Even though I think mine was blue, I don't remember, but it also had like I think blue boots. It's the commercial's very short, and it's been a while since I saw it. One thing I do want to mention that I'm not sure if it's coming off well on camera is that there is a slight difference in color between the glove and the rest of the uniform. So it really does look like he's wearing gloves, and that's like a very nice natural touch. Now, also with the yellow harness with red highlights, you clearly can say that can be used as a comic book version of the Cobra Trooper. He does have a nice red insignia up here. Other than that, this is still the Pursuit of Cobra mold, so you have all of the enhanced articulation, forward and back rocker ankles, double jointed knees, ball jointed hips, ab crunch with rotation, of course, pin and socket shoulders, single jointed elbows that give you a very nice 90-degree bend, as well as rotation at the elbows. And of course, in both wrists, you have wrist swivel as well as the additional um, pin and socket joint. The right hand will move in and out, and the right hand will move up and down, the left hand will move in and out, allowing you to pull off various gun holding poses, such as this. For accessories, all he comes with is the AK-47 in gray and a removable helmet. But he does have the molded sheath for his knife on this leg, as well as the holster with silencer. So if you have a couple extra accessories, you can sure deck them out. As I mentioned in my original review of this figure, kinda hesitant to start, switching out accessories because things get lost. All in all, I can highly recommend this figure. I'm sure those of you who troop build already have like a couple dozen of these guys. They are a little harder to find, obviously, than the original black version. I had to wait a bit to find a decent price. Got this off of eBay. And that's where I can recommend you guys getting it, since Amazon tends to be a little expensive for this figure. This was just a quick little review. So, it's your old pal Chuck, and for Cobra Trooper Steve, we'll see you next time.